Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for everyone that's in the chat or just barely getting in here. Shout out to you. Let me see who I have here thus far. I have my member, Caroline Maurice. I'm looking at another device. Shout out to you. I have baby Shay in the house. Thank you guys for coming in. It's a lot going on with this story, and I don't know if a lot of people are aware of it. A lot of YouTubers are following it as well. I thought I'd introduce it as well into my channel because it leaves I'm a little like confused by it. There's a lot of information out there, and it's just looking kind of something's up, something's going on. Okay, let me see who else I have in here. Army Wife, It Talks Baby Girl. Shout out to you, Dukes. Welcome back. Yes. Carolyn is here. Melly 69 Mel, Melly 69 Mel. If you are a member, make sure you check out the new emojis that we just added. We wanted to add and update some of those new emojis. We have how many? We have 60 members in our membership. Shout out to all the members out there. Shout out to all the supporters. 60 members into our channel. That's awesome. Thank you guys for joining our membership. Angie, one of the specific emojis that we have in there, which is my favorite, is the Baby Bunny CEO. So if you guys want to drop it, I don't know if you see it in there, but it specifically says Baby Bunny CEO, because we know who runs this channel. Even though we have somebody complain about it, it's Baby Bunny CEO. Michaela, you are just now getting in. You're absolutely right on time. So I wanted to talk about this Debbie Collier murder. And a very sad situation happening right now with this case, okay? And it's a developing story. Now, I was watching different bigger media channels and little YouTubers and stuff, and just kind of seeing different things, right? There's a lot of speculation. Debbie is someone that went missing, and then she was found dead. She was reported the same day. She was reported missing the same day she was seen on a Family Dollar surveillance video, okay? And then her body was found. Very, very strange. People are throwing up now. People are hitting me up in the DM and saying, Rabbit, this is looking like Parricide, okay? And for those that don't know what Parricide is, it's the killing of a parent or a relative, all right? Now, if you guys remember, there's just recently we had, I think his name is Ryan Granham or something like that. So he's the kid from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And he was charged, I believe he's serving now time for killing his mother, okay? It was premeditated, it was planned, and it's unfortunate, right? And so people are kind of speculating that this is the issue because there's a daughter, okay? And then there's a ex-boyfriend of the daughter or boyfriend. It's kind of a weird situation happening there as well. Just things aren't really adding up. So I'm going to play this little clip for you guys, and you let me know what you all think in the comments. Have you heard about this? There's new details coming up. There's a new article today from People Magazine because they're also following this case. But let's watch.
Top story tonight. What happened to Deborah Collier? This mystery is gaining national attention tonight as new details reveal the Athens woman's tragic final moments. More than a week after her body was found in Habersham County, about an hour away from her home, a police report reveals the exact details of the crime scene. And a warning, folks, they are very disturbing. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn has been following this case very closely.
And Cody, investigators did reveal one new detail in the past few hours, but basically a lot of red flags with this entire story.
No doubt about that, Jennifer. Start with a random Venmo text to her daughter where she transferred $2,300 to her Venmo account with this cryptic message that said, "They won't let me go." Also, in the missing persons report, her daughter said her mom has never ran away, wasn't suicidal. She was, in fact, the front office manager for an Athens real estate company, had no reason to leave. So why would she just pick up and take off? Let's walk through some of the other bizarre aspects of this case. 59-year-old Deborah Collier was reported missing on the evening of September 10th. Her husband, who she lives with at their Athens home, told police he last saw Collier before they went to bed at 9 p.m. the night before. He told the Athens Clark County Police the two don't sleep in the same room because he snores. The next day, he told them he got up and left for work. Collier's daughter said the next afternoon she got a Venmo transfer from her mom for $2,385, along with a message that said, quote, "They're not going to let me go. Love you. There is a key to the house in the blue flower pot by the door."
And I paused it just a little bit right there because it's a little bit like very cryptic message. They're not going to let me go. And then they tells her where the key is at. I'm just thinking what really stood out to me is if she's the daughter, would she not know where the key would be at? Like, wouldn't that just kind of like what? Why wouldn't she know where or how to get into the house already, or where to find a key? Or maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't live there, right? Like that's another idea that I thought, there's more to that as well. But it kind of made me think a little bit like, I mean, if I lock myself out, hmm, would I be writing a cryptic note and then somebody did something to me and then that person could then harm the person coming into my property? Kind of a weird situation, right? Let's look at this little timeline right here because they were telling us, and we're going to keep playing that clip. But it looks like September 9th at about 9 p.m. Debbie's husband last sees her. September 10th at about 2:55 p.m. Debbie seen in Clayton at store. September 10th at about 3:17 p.m. Debbie's daughter gets Venmo message. That's that cryptic message, right? And then that Venmo message also says kind of like where to find the key, right? Just weird. Yep. Is she right? That's the other thing. So then it just if it wasn't, and this is just, my opinion, but if she didn't know the person that was hurting her, or maybe she did, because it sounds like she went to the general dollar store or the dollar store, and she purchased the items that were later found next to her, right? JJ says, if someone had a message, I would get a message to my husband before my kids. I wonder if they had Debbie's phone. It's a lot of speculation, right? But my thing is why transfer the money and then she gives the message? Is that all the money that was left on that account? Why that money? Why that amount? Kind of a weird just feeling that I have, right? But also, you didn't know anything about this case until now. You got to check it out. It's very interesting. If she's with somebody, maybe that person that was about to murder her didn't see her do the transfer. Like, it's off to me because it's almost like, well, was she on somebody's site right away? Like, how did this all happen? Did it happen all at once? Was it somebody that she knew? Was she being abducted? Because in the surveillance video, which we'll watch, it looks like she's fairly calm, fairly calm. Then we have September 10th at about 6 p.m. Missing person report is filed. All right. September 11th at 12:30 p.m. Debbie's body is found. Let's keep rolling the clip.
Bizarre indeed. On Sunday, September 11th, the rental van she was driving was tracked down 60 miles north to Habersham County. Her daughter said she had rented the van because she had wrecked her car. Authorities used its Sirius XM radio to track the van to this rural area near Tallulah Falls. Collier's body partially naked, set on fire, her hands gripping a small tree, and next to her, a red tote bag and a partially burnt tarp. A crime scene now on the hands of the Habersham County Sheriff's Office. And it's been 10 days since Collier's body was found. No one has come out and said this is a homicide. But what the Sheriff's Office did say tonight is they've executed several search warrants at locations tied directly to Deborah Collier and interviewed those closest to her.
Okay, thanks a lot for the update there.
Ooh, Lady Webb said, my question is about saying they. If you say they, then it's assumed that should know that they don't know who they are. True. This is what it's just so mind-boggling, about the situation. Angie says, I don't think they plan to kill her, and that they use things to hand, things she had bought. I mean, very specific items. Yes, please hit that like button if you have not done so yet. Thank you. It took that long to file a report after getting that strange message. Ooh, Carolyn Marie, let's look at the timeline real quick. So her husband last sees her on the 9th. Debbie seen in Clayton at store, and we're going to look at that clip here in a minute. Let me type it up. Video store clip, right? Store clip. And we can watch that here in a minute. But she seems fairly calm. She just looks like she's just buying a couple things here and there. The missing person report was filed on the 10th. She gets, well, I mean, it's only a couple hours from the 10th to when she got the Venmo message, right? For her daughter. And then there's the missing person report filed, like a couple hours after that. I mean, it wasn't too long, I guess. I don't know. And then you also have to think about, well, how long would the police, like, they have their own processes as well, like how long you can file or when you can file, or consider somebody a missing person. Let's play that surveillance video. And this does not have any sound, I don't think. So we can see her here. She's paying, I mean, and we could definitely find one with sound to give us a little bit more context to it. Yeah. What did her daughter need the money for? Great question. So then the daughter, they also pulled up that she has a criminal record of her own as well. And not to say that that's, the end all be all of the daughter. We just really don't know what happened, right? But you could see her here. I mean, she doesn't have anything, like, nobody's holding a gun to her head or anything like that, right? She looks fairly calm with her items. Did she know exactly what was going to happen? Did she know anybody? Lady Webb says it was such an exact number. Did she just send her daughter everything in the account because she knew what was coming? Lady Webb's. I mean, who wrote the message? It's a very calming message too, if you think about it. I don't know. That's almost 3 hours. I would have called the police immediately, getting a message like that from my mother. Absolutely, Carolyn. I think I would have done that as well. Like, this is not my mom. Something's going on with her. What's up with that? I would have to agree with that as well. Let me hit cancel real quick. Oh, let's go back a little bit. Let's look at this one right here.
And gruesome death of Athens mom Debbie Collier. New surveillance video shows Collier buying the very items that police would find just hours later next to her burned naked body. Tonight, only on 11 Alive News, the clerk in that video, who is seen checking Collier out, reacts to the fact that she might be the last person to see her alive.
11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live in the studio right now. So, Cody, this video here just adds another layer of questions to this already puzzling case.
No doubt, Ron, this video just adds to the complexity of this case. Debbie Collier's body was found on Sunday, September 11th. This video you're about to watch was captured 21 hours earlier, 13 miles north of the crime scene, showing Collier buying the items that ultimately led deputies to her body. On Saturday, September 10th at 2:55 p.m., the Habersham County Sheriff's Office confirms this is Debbie Collier, captured on video walking into the Family Dollar in Clayton, Georgia. She's wearing a red visor, a black purse across her chest, and appears to have her rental key fob in hand. The video jumps to Collier checking out. On the counter, a red tote bag. She then places a blue tarp, rain poncho, paper towels, and a refillable torch lighter on the counter.
I do remember her. I remember checking her out, but I really don't remember what we talked about.
I talked to the clerk who checked out Collier. Esther Kreller told me over the phone the items Collier bought didn't set off any red flags.
It's a common thing that people buy. We were going to put up the tarps for the winter, but then my boss said no because people buy them year round. Oh, yeah, the big bags. Yeah, people buy those a lot to put a bunch of stuff in, like reusable grocery bags.
Kreller said Collier didn't act like anything was wrong.
She didn't seem in distress.
Knowing what she does today,
Nothing looked suspicious or out of the ordinary. Nobody. I wish I would have went outside, around that time, see if anybody was with her. But who would have thought?
who would have thought 21 hours later, Collier's body would be found naked and burned along with that tarp and red tote bag 13 miles away.
Yeah, my point exactly. So 21 hours from the surveillance time to when she was found. I'm going to share another article that I found here. Let me stop the screen. Let me share with you guys this little People magazine article. This is a little crazy too. It says, on day before she was found burned, Debbie Collier bought items that were found next to her body. In surveillance video taken from the store, the victim appears to be calm and not in fear of anything, states a police press release. And this was just released today, okay, on the 28th. Today is the 28th. On the day before, her partially burned body was found at the bottom of the embankment, Georgia, mom Debbie Collier visited a dollar store and left a number of items, two of which, a tarp and a tote bag, were found next to her body. The county sheriff's office has released surveillance footage from the Family Dollar in Clayton, which shows Collier, 59, she's 59 at the time, entering the store at about 2:55 on September 10th and leaving 14 minutes later. In the footage, Collier can be seen in a maroon shirt with the number 34 on it. She's also wearing an orange visor, black sneakers, and is seen carrying a blue handbag. When Collier's husband and daughter filed a missing police report for the Athens woman on September 10th, they said that she had left her house on September 9th with only her driver's license and debit card. Okay. I mean, that sounds like just about anybody that leaves home just to do maybe some errands or whatever, right? Like, that's how I do it. Driver's license, debit card, keys, phone, AirPods. That's about it. That's how I kind of roll. They both said they were concerned about Collier after the daughter received a disturbing message from her mother's Venmo account as part of a nearly 2,400 Venmo transfer. We saw the creepy message. The message sent via Venmo reads, "They are not going to let me go. Love you." Police have since noted they've found no evidence to suggest Collier was abducted or that her death was a suicide. So they ruled out abduction, suicide, okay? The footage from the store also shows Collier at the register buying a refillable torchlight, a rain poncho, paper towels, a blue 9 tarp, and orange reusable tote bag. When her body was found, she was found next to a tarp and a tote bag, according to an incident report obtained by People. In the video, the victim appeared to be calm and not in fear of anything. A press release states all video footage obtained from the store and surrounding businesses reflect that the victim was alone in the van at the time she visited the store. So nobody was with her. That's what it sounds like. I mean, unless you guys are seeing something different, there's not. And I'm kind of wondering if there's any surveillance outside to see if maybe she was being followed. Maybe they were trying to figure out where she went. I mean, I don't know if that could very well, but she could have been followed for all we know. We don't really pay attention when we're out. At least some people don't, I try to, at least my surroundings, even when things look normal, not everything is normal. So when she was found, Collier was nude on her back. It appeared she had been burned about the abdomen, and there was a blue tarp nearby. Her right hand was still gripping the base of a small tree. My goodness. Cause of death is still pending, but police have classified it as a homicide. So as of today, the 28th, this might have been yesterday too, but based on from this People article, it's classified as a homicide. Authorities have released several search warrants and have already been executed at locations tied to the victim. And that interviews have already been conducted with closest to the victim. Collier had worked for years at the Carriage House Realty in Athens as the front office managers. Officials have not yet commented on possible person of interest or potential suspect, and no arrest has been made. Now, Amanda's boyfriend, okay, and this is what I was saying, that they were really pulling in and all the, just looking into Amanda, looking into the boyfriend, looking into, there's a lot to this, okay? Amanda's boyfriend, okay, let's pull him up real quick. Debbie, Amanda, boyfriend. Amanda's boyfriend, who is a MMA fighter. And I'm going to show you guys this video. Just watch the video. Let me know what you guys think. Is it a little sus? Probably. I don't know. But it did kind of raise some eyebrows for me. I needed to say something about this. This is kind of a weird situation. Let's just check this guy out.
But she's still been taking money from my card. And that's the only reason we've had any contact, because every week she takes $500 or $600 from my check. And I just don't see how that's right. And she goes and does dope with my money. Like, I've made over $30,000-$40,000 this year, and I'm completely broke because she spends it all on drugs. And my issue, there's clothes in the house that is mine.
Could you tell me what happened when you came over here this morning?
I asked for my clothes, and she said I needed to leave. I just got here. I haven't done anything wrong. That window has been broke. Can I just leave if she's not going to give me my stuff? I really haven't.
We're just trying to figure out what's going on, because, beating on somebody's door this early causing scene at the door. So, I understand like stuff's been stolen or whatever. But
she said to not ring the doorbell because the cat was. I just knocked on the door a couple times. I haven't done anything that they're saying. I mean, they've already made false charges against me before.
So y'all were talking through the door at each other? Really so?
Trying to. But I mean, if she wants me to leave, I'll leave. I didn't know.
All right, man.
Stand,
Can I just go?
just stand by with me so he can talk to her. What's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew.
I just want to be done with her. I mean,
Have y'all
she's been cheating on me. She's been doing drugs. I've never done any drugs in my life.
had police involved before in y'all's business?
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to get my money back, because we're not supposed to have contact, but she's taking $500 each check.
Why aren't y'all supposed to have contact, Andrew?
Because
Is there like a court order?
I guess so. I don't know. I went to court a while back, but
Did you get arrested?
I've been arrested before. Well, the last time I got arrested because they falsified whatever. I mean, her mom.
I'm muted. The last time I got arrested was because they falsified whatever. His body language does say a lot. So he doesn't have the best rep. Neither does Amanda Bearden, okay, the daughter of Debbie. They were able to pull up some of her background as well. What we know so far is that the Georgia body cam, cop body cam, shows moments boyfriend of murdered Debbie Collier daughter is arrested for confronting her about stealing his money. Dead woman's son says her death is a harrowing time. Ooh. Okay, and let me show you guys this article that I have here, because I think it kind of shows very interesting aspects of this situation. Where'd it go? Here it is. Now, Daily Mail, I have like a love-hate relationship with them, because it just seems like, I mean, I love how they do a little like breakdown and stuff, but it's hit or miss with Daily Mail. So his name is Andrew. He's 27. He's from Athens. He was arrested on September 4th for violating a no contact order and banging on his ex-girlfriend's door. Okay. Amanda, who's 36, called the police because he was banging on the door at about 8:30 a.m. So immediately, I think a lot of us would raise suspicion on Andrew, right? Like, I wonder because he's got that no contact. He's made threats before. It's not the first time. He claimed Bearden was stealing 500 from each of his paycheck to spend on drugs after manipulating him to link their cards together. But if they have a no contact order, then how would this even have gone down, right? I don't know. Andrew, who also allegedly wrote an angry note in May threatening her family. In September of 2022, Amanda's mother, Debbie, was found naked and dead. So Andrew and Amanda have not been listed as suspects yet. Her son, Jeffrey Bearden, said his mother's death was the darkest and most harrowing time in the statement's release on Saturday. Oh, so it's just complicated, guys. It's getting a little complicated. It's starting to, show different things at this point. I'm kind of wondering what's up with this too. Um, what do you guys think in the comments? Yes, he is. Don't leave the house without saying goodbye. You know what? That unfortunately we live in that kind of world where we never know when we'll see each other, right? Like you should always say goodbye. But let's finish this clip and let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Dude, I don't know what the issue is here. I don't know why I'm so unliked. This girl got hit by a car, and I'm taking care of her. I don't know what the problem
Let's
is.
get in the shade.
I would just like to, I mean, I work hard.
Where do you work at?
Williams-Sonoma.
Williams-Sonoma. Okay.
I just want to know why it's okay for her to steal $600 a week from me, and I can't do anything about it.
It's not okay. So we're here now, so maybe
Because
we
last
can
time I
help
went to
out.
court, I mentioned that, and
What'd they say?
I mean, well, they pushed it back till another day. So like,
How does she have access to your money?
well, long story short, when we were together, my phone broke. Long story short, I mean, she's manipulated me into all the where she could have all my money, basically do whatever she wants to me, kick me out whenever she wants, basically just do whatever. And it's okay because I'm a man.
I was watching this and I was like, damn, man, he is such a victim. Let me not be sarcastic though, because he's like, she manipulated me. And there's a lot of women that manipulate men. I get it. But I'm like, okay, well, let's keep watching. I mean, sure. Let's just doesn't look suspect at all whatsoever.
And there's nothing I can do about it, like other than just let her do it or leave.
But how does she? I'm asking.
Well,
how
long
does
story
she?
short, I didn't have a phone
Uh-huh.
because my phone broke. So this is the dumbest mistake I've ever. We linked our cards together so she can send herself money from my card. But so, I mean, the first person to touch my money is her, and it's usually $500 or $600.
Where do you work? So how do you get paid through your job?
Well, I just recently switched it to a paper check, so she couldn't do that, and
okay, so you kind of took care of that problem.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still $3,000-$4,000 that.
You got to go to court for something like that. If she's not willing to give you the money back, you got to take her to court, a civil court, because y'all live together. So it's a civil issue.
Well, we don't live together anymore.
Y'all did though.
Okay.
So
I'm just trying to figure out because I've told her like, hey, don't take any of my money. I'm saying.
Let's go back a little bit, okay? This is what kind of made me feel some type of way about it. If there's a protection order, they can't live together, right? So why in the Venmo message would there be any type of like asking, or anything like that to tell you where the key is at to the house? Maybe Amanda was living somewhere else Maybe that could very well be the case. I don't know. And I know a lot of us crime sleuths were looking to see, well, does he have any injuries in the body to figure out if he was fighting? Maybe some cuts, some abrasions, something. I don't know. I don't know. If I was in a situation like that and send one kid a text, I would say, I love you all. What about the other kids? Cole, what about the other kids? Something's off a little bit about the situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm definitely going to be looking at this a little bit more. I want to find out more information. The story is developing, right, Mama? Baby Bunny has spoken. So I'll be back with it a little bit more. I want to dig a little bit more and find out as it's developing. But tell me what you guys think. And the goal today was just to kind of go under 30 minutes. I think I hit maybe about to hit 31. Right? To just kind of get straight to the point and not be live for 5 hours regurgitating the same stuff. The goal is not to solve the crime, it's to really give commentary because we are YouTubers. I'm not a private investigator in this situation. All right, guys. Ooh, JJ. See, you guys are asking solid freaking questions, and I'm going to take note of all these questions. Why not text the husband? Why text the daughter only? Or Venmo the daughter the message? Somebody had asked about sleeping in separate rooms. It wouldn't be the first time that I've heard that. There's a lot of red flags. Wait, I thought in US you could text 911. Why not that? Could be. I didn't know that we could do that actually. Can we? Can we text 911? 911, text them and say, hey, what's up? I'm here. There's an emergency. Can you text actually for an emergency? I did not know that. Somebody let me know your thoughts on that, or if that's something that can be done. Why not change the account and or card, especially if they have a no contact order? The last thing I'm going to have is somebody handling my money who's not supposed to be in contact with me. Yes, Baby Bunny has spoken. Ooh. I mean, I'm just saying, like, who controls your, like, if you have a no contact order, I would not have any contact with anybody. That right there would have been situated and figured out, right? Am I off about that? I mean, you would think, right? Thank you. Some countries have the text for 911 or 911. Gotcha. Well, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. We're going to keep looking into this a little bit more, maybe dig in and see what else we find. Thank you so much for joining us because I'm out. Baby Bunny calls and she says, listen, it's time. Right, Mama? It's time. Bye, guys.
My husband.